Let's have a look at the distributive law. This is the material that we covered in class, so let's go through this example. 3 times, within brackets, 2 plus 5. When it says evaluate the value of, and then some expression, it means calculate this. We want a number, the answer. Okay? So if we remember BIDMAS, which was a rule of remembering which operations we do in which order. So we start first with the brackets, and then we do the indices, and then division, multiplication, then we add and subtract. So if we do it according to BIDMAS, first do the brackets. So down here, 2 plus 5 is 7. Then we take 3 times 7 is 21. But how about if we do it like this? 3 times 2. Then plus 3 times 5. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. And 6 plus 15 is 21. So we have the same answer, but this is a different way of doing this. So if we look at another example, 4 times, within brackets, 7 plus 3. We take 4 times 7, and then 4 times 3. If we do it this way, we calculate the brackets first, right? 7 plus 3 is 10. So 4 times 10 is 40. If we do it the other way, 4 times 7 plus 4 times 3. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 3 is 12. This is 40. Same answer. So we can do these type of calculations both ways, either with BIDMAS or using the distributive law. So when you evaluate the value of these type of expressions, and you do it this way, 3 times 2 plus 3 times 5, you're using the distributive law. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. So all these you're gonna calculate and write them out like this. So let's do the first one. We're not gonna do it this way. 5 times 1 plus 6, and then just calculate this. This is 7, so 5 times 7 is 35. It's not wrong, but if it says that we have to use the distributive law, we have to calculate it like this. So remember, first 5 times this number, 5 times 1, plus 5 times this number, 5 times 6. Alright, equal, and then go to the next row, because I can't continue right here. We have to write this out as well. So 5 times 1 is 5, plus 5 times 6 is 30. $35, which is the answer. Let's do the second one. 2 times 3 plus 13. So 2 times the first number 3 plus 2 times the second number 13. 2 times 13 equals 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2 times 13 is 26. And the answer is 6 plus 26, 32. So I would like you to write it out just like this, like we did in the example here. Okay, so how about when we have numbers, positive and negative numbers? Well, if we're using the distributive law, we just write it out the same way. For example, this example, the first number 6 times 5 plus 6 times this number, but that's minus 3. So we write this within brackets. It looks nicer if we have minus here. So 6 times 5 plus 6 times minus 3. This is 30, and this is 6 times minus 3 minus 18. Remember that positive and a negative number, and if we multiply them, that becomes a negative number. So the answer is 12 here. Okay? So the conclusion is that the distributive law with multiplication here, here, works with both positive numbers and negative numbers. So remember, when we multiply, plus and plus becomes plus, plus and minus becomes minus, minus and plus becomes minus, minus and minus becomes plus. So let's try a couple of examples. Example 1, we have 10 times, within brackets, 9 minus 8. Ten times 9 plus 10 times, within brackets, minus 8. This is 90. This is 10 times minus 8 is minus 80. So plus minus 80 is minus 80. There's 10. How about this one, number 7? Number 7. Minus 3 times minus 5 plus 6. Minus 3 times minus 5 plus minus 3 times 6. Minus and minus becomes plus, so we have plus 15. Minus 3 times 6 is minus 18. Plus minus 18 is minus 18. So the answer is minus 3. Okay? So work all this out and write out everything like this. And the last thing is that we can use this for multiplication, the distributive law. But if we try to do it with division like this, it doesn't work. So the distributive law works with multiplication.